We have with us noted jurist and former Attorney General of India, Mr. Soli Sorabjee. Sir, a landmark judgment today. What do you perceive of it?
Very good. Any judgment which enlarges the fundamental rights of the people is to be welcome. And what's important, the Supreme Court did not hesitate to overrule its previous judgments which seem to suggest that privacy is not a fundamental right. So the Supreme Court is also stubborn. It realizes that they are not infallible, and if a case is made out for them to reconsider the previous judgment, they do it, which they have done in this case, which is also a very commendable feature.
Right, sir. Right to privacy has been now included as a fundamental right. What implications does this have for the common man, if we could begin with that?
But for the common man, it means that the state can't snoop. There can be no snooping. They can't say, "Aaj kya khana khaya? Kya piya? कौन फ्रेंड था तुम्हारे साथ खाने के लिए बाकी बाहर कहाँ गया कौन सा क्लब में गया." These are matters which are really up to the person's privacy. That's matters in which the state has no concern. You know, as it in well said, the right to privacy is the right to be left alone. That's the most precious right any civilized community guarantees to a person. But, like all fundamental rights, this can't be absolute. In some cases it can be restricted. If the person is a public official, then there may be cases where one may want to know which are the organizations he associates with, which are the places he visits, or the persons are they concerned with militancy or terrorist activities. Just give me an example to show that it's not absolute. But it can be restricted in exceptional circumstances. Not just at the women fancy of the government.
Not at the women fancies of the government, you say. With respect to Aadhaar, sir, the government was pushing ahead with that. Do you see this as a big blow to the government, this judgment, considering Aadhaar, from what the prosecution said, would have impacted and hampered privacy of the common man? Do you see this as a blow for the government, sir?
No, I don't see it as a blow for the government. It will not be a blow, but the government have to deal with the judgment and try and justify Aadhaar in given cases. So it would not be correct to say because the judgment Aadhaar goes, or because the judgment Aadhaar maintains. Depends. It has to be decided on a case-to-case basis, on the basis of the principles enunciated in the judgment.
So, does it take away powers that Aadhaar had so far, some of the powers, considering the government can now not do a lot of things that they could have if right to privacy was not considered a fundamental right?
Yeah, to that extent it does.
It does, sir.
To that extent. But the government may redefine its powers. The government wants to do things in conformity to the principle laid down in the judgment. In other words, without infringing the right of privacy unreasonably, excessively, Aadhaar can still go on. What they are, don't ask me. Depends on each case.